So hey there, I'm back with a different look. Why is no one talking about it? See, how's my hair looking? How am I looking? Yeah, I know I'm not the most attractive person, but I sometimes feel like I look decently good. Like, not in this, obviously, um, but at least I don't look like someone with like, uh, by looking at someone, people get pissed off, and I'm quite happy for that because yeah, I could be okay. So yeah, I have Clash of Clans running in here. So I could be a friend to many. The only thing which is required to do friendship is a good nature and to be open with all. Obviously, people feel like you are not opening up to them. If your vibe is not matching to theirs, then you people can't be good friends. In a relationship, there needs compatibility. Same ways in a friendship also there needs some sort of compatibility. I feel like with me there's not much problem. One thing is that I am a bit of introvert person, so I don't open up that easily in front of people. But yeah, I am a very talkative person also. So if someone who is very close to me, I open up a lot. Like in general, I am like an open book. Anyone can come and read me. But if you are close to me, then I am an audiobook. So you don't have to read me. I will speak everything about myself to you. So I feel like sometimes people get bored of it because you know no one actually likes to listen about other person. So yeah, that's why I found that I can open up a YouTube channel and can actually speak senselessly for like hours and hours. But then again, why will anyone look into that video? No one actually wants to hear my story. If it is because see, if I would be a all India rank 1, then people would like to know my story as I could be an inspirational figure to them. If I would have done something very great, then also there could be some sort of motivation which uh, they could have to see me watch my videos. But now I don't think so that there's anything which they can because I am not exceptionally good at anything. I can do a lot of things um, let's say people often talk about passion and profession things also. So there are basically two types of things: the one which you love and the other which you are good at. Like that's my terminology. Some other people might say that there are a lot of works, but for me, there are two type of work: one which you love and the other in which you are good at. Fortunate people are good at what they love, so they do that, and that's their profession and passion both. So basically, passion is what you love. Profession is what in which you are good at. Obviously, you can't do the thing in which you are not good at. For some people, it could be a bit different as well because they might not be doing the thing in which they are good at. Neither they love it nor they are good at it. But then also they are doing it because might be some other constraints, restrictions which are applied to them. But in general, these two things are true. So I try to explore myself and try to do what all are the things in which I am good at. By the way, the word good at simply means that you can do it. Okay. And you can do it better than average. So studies come for me. I am good at studies. That's what I say because I've got a really good college. I got more than 90 percentage. Not more than it's almost dot 90% is in 10th. Dot 90% not even dot yet. Like 1 marks less than 90%. Okay, let's be honest, completely honest. So almost 90% in standard 10th, almost 90% in standard 12th. Then I got a really good college. So I can say that I am fairly good at studies. Better than the average. That's what I can say. So yeah, studies is something in which I'm good at. But do I love studies? Um, Not as such because see, if I'm studying something, I am into it, then I can do it all day long. But if I'm not into it, then no. Then other things about what I love. So I really love to talk. Like that's real. I really love to talk, and that's why I'm trying to record videos and all those things because I definitely think like if I love to talk, then I could be like a public speaker. But then I am very bad at with people. So with the camera I am pretty good, but with people I'm pretty bad. So if rather than the camera, if I'm talking with someone and let's take the same topic and the same language, English language is a very huge barrier in my case, because in Hindi I can be a pretty much confident person, but whenever it comes to English, I became too underconfident and I cannot perform in English. I don't know why. Whenever people listens to me in an audio recording or in a video recording, they feel like my English is like fine. Whenever I say that I don't know English much, so they don't actually accept it. They're like, I have heard you, I have read your work, it's like quite fine. Like all the posts which I upload are totally written by me. I am not a person who actually copies others' captions or like others' description. So if I am uploading a post on Facebook, the everything which is written for it is totally written by me. So yeah, people read those things and they are like, okay, I know I am fairly good at English. They are like, okay, yeah. Writing part, I'm not that bad. Speaking part also, if I'm speaking to the camera, I'm not that bad. Vocabulary part also, like basic few words I know. Like basic survival English, I am good at survival English. That I know. Okay, but when it comes to talking with someone else who is also very good at English, so one problem with me is like inferiority complex. So what inferiority complex basically is that thinking that you are inferior than other, or thinking that others are superior than you. So in that, I always feel like whatever I'm speaking, if I'm speaking English, as I'm underconfident in it, I always feel like I am speaking the wrong or incorrect English whenever I'm speaking English with to someone else, because inferiority complex. I feel like he can't be wrong. If there's someone who is wrong, then that's me. Um, so yeah, all those things I don't like all these things. Obviously, I want to remove all these things, but I don't know how it will got removed. So initially, when I got in college, in a really good college, I thought like, okay, now I am in college and eventually all these things will be removed from me because I'll be in a really good company, because good college have good people, it has good environment, exposure, all those things will be over there and I will improve significantly in a small span of time. Now it's like first year is over. I have spent more than 8 months in college, like not in college campus, but in front of the laptop screen, in which I haven't attended a lot of lectures as well. I have taken more lectures than what I have attended. I was an NSS volunteer and I used to teach. Initially, I used to teach like standard 10th, 9th, and 10th, then standard 11th and 12th, and then I started to teach for two dropper students. So, yeah, physics, chemistry, and then geography. I also used to teach geography to standard 10th. So, literally, I have taken more classes, like two classes a week I used to take. So, not two classes, let's say 2 days a week I used to take classes. And I used to attend hardly one day a week. That too only the subjects in which the attendance used to be compulsory. If there were no compulsion in attendance, then I wouldn't even bother to open the laptop, because like the lectures, the tuition fees in IITs are like too much, but the qualities is not that much, especially in the online side. Like in offline, I can agree to some extent because there are like practicals. You are in close contact with some like best minds in the country, so obviously it is gonna cost high and nothing comes for free. But then again, in online SEM, it's like the old PPTs. Like there are better teacher on YouTube, to be honest. So yeah, so these are the few things in which I'm good at. But I love to do like I love to sing, but I'm not good at singing. I don't know. I love to make films or not, because I have very keen interest at it, and that's for sure. But I haven't done it on a large extent. That's why I don't know I am good at it or not. I love it. That's what I feel like, because whenever it comes to small edits or something like that, I am quite into it. But then again, the laziness factor, the lazy monkey inside me is like uh, too huge or too difficult to stop. Because now also I could be doing something else, but I'm randomly opening the camera, I'm randomly playing some game and recording myself. All these recordings, where does all these recordings go? I don't upload this on YouTube, or I don't send it to someone for review, or I don't even bother to watch them again. Like I often say that I am a person of self development, and I am planning to start a productivity channel in which I will grow and I will motivate people to grow with me. I will record videos stating some of the targets which I have to attain, and then after a few years, when I look back to it, after achieving all those targets, I'll be looking at it and I'll be feeling like, okay, that day I decided to do this and I have done this. See, it means that I can achieve things. Obviously, you can achieve things, fool. Like, are you a stupid man or what? Obviously, you can do things. You have done so many things in this life, and like I'm not a person who is like born to just lay down on the bed and then die one certain day. Obviously, there are like dreams which I have to pursue. I cannot live in one place for my whole life. Like things might not be in place for me now or in the past, but obviously in the future they can, because the future is in my hands. It's all which I am gonna do now gonna affect my future. But then again, like the procrastinator inside me always says that what work, why work so much? Like get motivated by listening to some Elon Musk top of shit, and then you feel like okay, you have to work for like 70 hours in a week, and you're like, how many hours are there in a week, man? It's like more than 70%. And then you are like, fuck it, how can anyone work for 70 hours in a week? And Elon Musk says that he work. In reality, work is not actually directly proportional to the success in which you are getting. Like, for God's sake, if one day you will be able to say we work for like 70, 80 hours a week, you really feel like you'll be better than Elon Musk at that day? There are a lot of people who are working more than you and still are like worthless, and there are a lot of people who are working negligible but still have more worth than you. And I'm saying worth than you, not the net worth which they have or not the money which they are keeping with them. Obviously, I'm talking about their productivity. If you both are in the same place, it's better to choose him instead of you, even though you work more than him, because we are not like donkeys who are meant to work. Okay, like if you have to say go from here to a certain distance, and if he is going on bicycle and you are going by foot, he reaches the place in 10 minutes, you reaches the same place in like 1 hour. You did more work. Obviously you did more work. It took more time to you invested more energy. It's not the physical work like force into displacement. It's not that. It's like you invested more time, you invested more energy. But then who is more productive? He is the one who is more productive. So life's not equal. We often talk about equality, equality, equality. Life is not equal. There's no equality in person's life. No one is born at the same place. You are born with some uh, other origin. Someone else is born with some other origin. Your zero zero, your zero potential is someone's like maximum potential. What you can do without even preparing is what someone can do with full preparation. Everyone is different. So yeah, you have to search for the things in which you are good at and then start doing that. And if you keep doing it, eventually you will fall in love with it, because love is just a myth. It's like created by our mind. But yeah, if you can look into it from other side also. Pick a thing which you love, start doing it again, doing it again, doing it, and one day you will be good at it. So you have two options. Choose the thing in which you are good at, start doing it again and again and again until and unless you fall in love with it, keep doing it. Second is pick a thing in which you love and start doing it again and again and again. Do it until unless do it until not unless do it until you are good at it. Because towards the end, it will be good for you only and only if you are both. It's both. That work is both good for you. It means that you love that work and you are good at that work. Only in that case. Well, that's my theory. Someone else's theory might be different. Now, if I upload this shit on YouTube, it's hardly that anyone's gonna watch it, because, yeah, eventually people can watch it. I don't know, but I don't actually own that much of amount of confidence that I can put it up on YouTube and can actually expect a lot of people to watch it. Because in this past years, like my YouTube channel, I have created in like standard 10th. I have uploaded hardly like 5 to 10 videos in that YouTube channel, but I have learned one thing, that the worst which you can think is of expectations. Like you do something and then you expect in return something from other people. So that's the worst which you can think. It's better to have no expectations. No expectations is the best expectation. So yeah, one thing in which I am good at is like uh what we call that in English? Fucking knowledge. Well, that's not English. Like we often say that in Hindi. I haven't heard that in English actually. Yeah, let's end it over here. I guess I'm gonna upload it randomly on YouTube. Randomly, it's like 15 minutes of clip. Boom, I'm gonna upload it. Okay, see ya. By the way, today's date is like, if in future I will ever be back to this video. Today's date is our entrance got over, and I'm like sitting in my house randomly wasting my time. It's 26th of June, Saturday, 26th of June 2021. So let's see where I'll be in like a few years from now. But I certainly hope that soon the campus gonna open, because how long will they like stop us in our homes? By the man, this corona thing ruined almost all the things for us, because see how much more of an opportunity which we can be getting if we were in the college campus, but now being at home, we are not actually learning anything significantly. As I said that I thought of so many things to achieve, so many things to learn. Certainly I cannot, because if I look into this side, there's no one who is working. I have works in my house, other types of work. I have no friends right now. There's lockdown all around in the city, all around in the country. I cannot go out and roam and have fun. So eventually, everyone's mind is fucked. Like for real, mental health. People are talking about poor mental health. All these things are like a burden to us. Let's send it over here. See ya. Bye bye. Have a nice day. And all other things which you can say to yourself. By the way, yeah, this, this. This, I don't know. Bye bye.